Good afternoon, good morning, good night, delete where applicable. This is the RetroTech 120p challenge. This is going to be GIGAWING. So just to let you know, the RetroTech 120p challenge is something you can join into if you like. All you have to do is join the RetroTech group on Facebook, and they do a different challenge every week. It's a different arcade machine which you pop on your old MAME, and you play it and you see how far you can get with 2 credits. So this was chosen by Real Generic Demon. It is a bullet hell shooter with a mechanic where you basically can put a shield around yourself after every sort of, 10 seconds or so, and that will then fire all the multitudes of bullets back at your aggressors. Yeah, it ends their day in a miserable way. You can select multiple characters in this game. I've chosen this weird nun. There's a guy that like a sort of cyborg Des Lynam. There's a man with a nice lightning style scar on his face, like a more extreme version of Harry Potter. And there was sort of orange faced, Rule 34 prone woman. I think she's supposed to be a sky pirate as well. But yeah, as you can see, lots of bullets already happening, but there's many more to come. I'm terrible at these games. They usually make my hands sweat, like the anti-Prince Andrew. I always feel that very much on edge playing them. That bit there, by the way, she just said that the enemy there had the same ship as her. That one is significantly larger, lady. I can tell you size comparisons don't often work in your favour. I've been in many a shower at a gym, and I've always compared myself with other men and found myself wanting. By wanting, I mean, of course, I'm not quite as big. Not that I want their goods, but maybe I do. What does it matter? We live in a new era. Anyway, so yeah, flying along, you obviously shoot all these nasty implements of destruction, and you collect those little gold medals. Not sure where they put them. They seem to be quite big. Obviously, you get power-ups as you do in most shoot 'em ups. Sitting here on a lava planet. All these, I don't know why they're defending it. He wants to move to a lava planet. There's this molten rock. You can't do anything. You can't go on holiday anywhere there. But they seem to be very voraciously guarding it from the look of things. Oh yeah, this tank fires out tons of bullets. Somehow I survived this bit. I'm not very good at any of these shoot 'em ups really. I've never been good at shoot 'em ups since going back to the days of things like There's My First Life Gone. Going back to the days of things like R-Type and Gradius, and obviously vertically scrolling shoot 'em ups like 1942 and things like that as well. I've never been any good at them. It's a genre I try to avoid as much as I can, just because it makes me feel inadequate, like being in that shower again. But I do, it's nice to try different things every now and again, and I did enjoy myself playing this actually. I had a couple of goes beforehand. I did alright, I guess. I was fine. There will be people that do this better. There are people with the reactions of a stoat in a fox's mouth. That sounded a bit Chris Morris. I don't know what I was talking about there. But yeah, there will be people who do this much, much better. And they will avoid the ships that attack them, and they will show me up righteously as I deserve to be done. Yeah, as you can see, it's the boss, so you get 15 million bullets coming out at once. The trick to this game, as I say, is if you use the shield, you can deflect the bullets back at them. And with most bullet hell games, you actually have a quite forgiving hit detection in terms of it's usually only the central part of the ship. That's the first credit gone. It's usually only the middle part of the ship that is susceptible to the bullets and gunfire that come down upon you. You can use this special weapon. I think they've all got different special weapons. I only used the nun lady and the orange-faced lady in this game. Yeah, it's all good fun. So we're leaving Venus behind. I'm just assuming it's Venus because I can't think of any other volcanic planets I found. I told my son actually the other day that when you see things sinking in lava, he was watching The Floor is Lava, I said that wouldn't happen. You would just incinerate on the top of the molten rock. You wouldn't sink in it at all. So yeah, that was an interesting conversation to have with a 7-year-old, and his mother glared at me suitably. This is a strange little place. I presume this is... These are either very, very high cliffs, extremely high cliffs, or we're in some sort of weird floating island place. I do like some of the ideas that they put forward in scrolling shoot 'em ups to make them interesting in terms of backgrounds. Reminds me a bit of Interstellar, which I watched a review of the other day. That's still a good film. This was made by Capcom in 1999. Solid. It's obviously one of the first sort of era of bullet hell shooters. Obviously I Dodonpachi and Radiant Silvergun and things like that that came out a couple of years before this. They did do at least one sequel to GIGAWING from what I remember. I think they came out on like the PlayStation 2 as well as a compilation. Yeah, it was a genre that I was always blown away by in terms of how it looked, but I always knew that I would never be able to play them. I think I prefer more sort of character action-y based games, really. Like when you're on foot, stuff like Contra and things like that, than the spaceship based ones. But it is fun to play like one of these every now and again. There's one actually I played, it's a horizontal shoot 'em up I played for a video recently called Chimera. That was in my video about oddities from the arcade, where you played this sort of genetic mutant that would evolve. Oh, she's very forthright and very sensitive, this lady. She's very Joan of Arc with her little speeches. But yeah, Chimera was... you played this genetic mutant that evolves, and it's a weird game. It's very strange and very hard to control, and that is the end of my endeavours there. I'm afraid for that nun, the war is over. and it has not reached a positive result for her. I feel sorry for the nun. Maybe, there's two sides to every story. Maybe that guy in the red plane is one of the good guys. I don't really trust nuns, they make wine. Those points are ridiculous, by the way. The point scoring in this game is insane. You could shave some of those zeros off and still have the same effect. You bunch of drunks. But yeah, really good game. I'm pleased I played it. Well done, Real Generic Team, and go and check out his channel because it is good. And K, thanks, bye, and do recycle.